Hey guys, what's up? This is Carl from Academy.com, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I've been procrastinating, but finally got around to it. I've been making videos today like a fiend. So I wanted to talk about Josh Pellicier's The Tao of Badass because it's one of the most popular dating programs out there. People are always asking me if it's legit or not, and I wrote an article about it, so check out the link below, Academy.com and / Tao of Badass review, something like that. You'll see the link below. If I made a video including all that info, it would be way too long and you'd be bored. So read, check it out, please, that'd be awesome. Anyway, people are always asking me about the Tao, if it's as good as advertised. If you read my article, you'll see how I came across it. It's kind of funny. But anyway, I won't get into that. What I'll get into is, with all these questions, I came on YouTube to see if there were any good review videos, and they all sucked and they were vague. And guys were like, yeah, it's awesome, it gets you laid. And that's stupid. Like, go in depth. So I wanted to make this video, hook you up with some info so you can make an informed decision and not some garbage some clown made. So basically, really quick, if you don't know Josh, basically he's a short, skinny, balding guy, really likable guy, but he was a dork, and he has a funny story how he got into self-improvement and getting good with women. It involves him almost getting arrested by the police because he had to move out of his girlfriend's place, which I guess he paid for because her dad was coming to town, and it just kind of pissed him off to the point where he said, enough, I'm tired of getting walked all over by chicks. So most of us can kind of associate with that. Anyway, it is a great program. I'm going to outline everything in the program, my favorite things about the program. I'm not going to give away too much because Josh would probably get pissed off and send a bunch of goons over to my house to, kill me. But here it is. I got it all right here, so I'm going to cut back and forth, and I'm going to keep this short. I'll probably cut a lot of this video so you won't see a lot of the stuff I film, like me walking on my hands and stuff. But like I said, check out the article. It's got everything. I'd appreciate it, and I like your comments. Please like the video if you like it, and let's get down to business right now. Okay, one cool thing about this, it's more geared toward, I would say, younger guys, probably under the age of 40. If you're over the age of 40 or in your 40s, whatever, just hit me up and I can recommend another program. But this tends to be more geared toward, it's a lot of psychology. It talks about Josh's failures, which I really like. It's not just, like a bragathon by Josh, and it's packed full of info. It's basically broken into 10 parts, and I'll just read those 10 parts really quickly now, and you can read my article if you want more in-depth stuff. But I will go into these after I read them. First, we got the introduction to gender roles. If you hear that horn in the background, it's some guy who comes around my neighborhood trying to sell popcorn and stuff, and I never buy it because then he'll come around more often. So, okay, we got number 1, introduction. 2, gender roles. 3, confidence. 4, the system. 5, the approach, which very great. 6, dealing with tests. 7, reading body language. 8, creating love. 9, the biggest mistakes you make. And 10, the conclusion. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and wait till the freaking Sesame Street guy with the horn leaves so you don't have to endure that. Okay, I think the horn guy is gone. Probably not, but let's get into it. Introduction. Puts everything in perspective. It kind of gets you ready for the program, and talks about social value, what you'll get out of the program, and it's a really good pep talk, actually. There's the horn guy. Seriously. And it's kind of informational, and it's just a really quick, and I'm going to redo this because this motherfucker. Okay, number 2, gender roles. This is one of my favorite chapters. It talks about male and female dynamics and what happens when the gender roles are reversed, aka when a guy acts, like a feminine wuss bag, and the woman will take the, male gender role, and that puts everything out of whack. Okay. Number 3, confidence. Check out my article for that. It's a big spiel, and we don't have time for that, but it's a really useful chapter, and it will improve your confidence, and it's great to be vague. Okay, I should add with the confidence chapter, it's very psychology based, but it's pretty much fascinating. It's not boring science. When it comes to attracting women, you're going to want to listen. And the reasoning Josh includes is very useful, and it's really cool. I look at confidence as like a ladder, and you climb it, and you think you're at the top of the ladder, and then it's as if you have more to climb, more to climb. It's a beautiful thing, and this is one of my favorite chapters in the book, but not my favorite. It's yet to come, and I'll get into that in a second. Okay, the system sounds kind of vague, but this is literally, I would call it like a roadmap to the female mind. It's one of those things when you read it, this is probably my favorite, this or the test chapter, the most useful information. But yeah, this is just really informative stuff. Goes into interaction a bit, but I think this chapter kind of made me realize that this program's the real deal. Also, it's kind of cool. It mentions the signs of when a woman becomes physically aroused, and not all of them are obvious, and it's not the ones you've probably heard. There's a bunch with the preening, with the hair, and I think that is mentioned, but it's a big list that Josh has, and some of them are pretty easy to point out once you recognize them. But this is a pretty good chapter. I actually printed out the Tao of Badass when I got it, and this is one of the chapters I really started underlining the little gems that Josh includes. Okay, next chapter, the approach. A lot of guys have a problem with approaching. They get approach anxiety, they freeze, and I used to be one of those guys, and I can totally relate. And for a lot of guys, they buy program after program. What I like about Josh's program, he explains why you're freezing up, a lot of psychology-based stuff, and he kind of tells you how to get over it. Josh addresses that little voice in your head that freezes you up. One thing Josh really teaches well, and it's a sticking point, is not to take rejection personally. So many guys take it personally from a woman as if they're being judged, and Josh really taught me and made me realize that it's not always personal. Nobody can bat 1,000, And when you realize that, that's the difference between someone who's too afraid to approach and somebody who approaches and experiences success with women. And you learned all that thanks to Josh in this program. Next one, number 6, tests. We all get tests from women. A lot of guys don't even know they're being tested by a woman. And, then the woman's mad at him, and the guy's asking, what's wrong? And she says, nothing. And it's all a bunch of nonsense. That's all it deals with the testing. Josh talks about, the most common tests, how to deal with them, how to not only, pass the test, but to flip it around on the girl so you're actually testing her. This is really psychology-based. It's fascinating. Women don't even know they're testing sometimes. It's just something they do on a subconscious level to, see if you're worthy of, potentially procreating with. And that sounds kind of drastic, but that's how it is. And if you can, not fail their tests, then you're good to go. So this chapter is probably one of my 2 favorites. And also I should add that, Josh talks about why the women test, and the reasoning is pretty good. I mean, it goes back thousands of years. So once you kind of understand, the woman mind, there's a lot of resentment goes away. Women don't test guys to be rude or mean. They do it, like I said, to weed out the losers from the winners. Okay, reading body language. I mentioned, the preening, all that good stuff, but this is a really cool chapter in that it not only tells you how to read body language, but it talks about, the body language you should have, where you should position your arms, your hands, when you're doing certain things. Another really cool thing, Josh has this trick where he shows you a different kind of way to walk, and I always do this when I'm in a crowded mall. It's pretty amazing when you do it, especially if you're tall like me. If you do what Josh says, people will see you come in from far away, and as you're approaching, people literally move out of the way of your path, and it's awesome. So if you get the program, you'll learn that, and you will be noticed. People will watch you. And also there's a hand placement technique if you're at the bar, if you're sitting down, wherever you are, and it conveys that you're cool with your sexuality. And when women see it, they'll look at you as a sexual being and a sexual man, in a course, that's what they want. And if you learn what Josh's little trick is, and there's so many different tricks in this program, but this one I always do when I'm out, like I said, especially if I go to a bar. And you know, body language is just based on repetition. You know, once you get it in your head and you start practicing it, it'll get better and better. And you know, attraction when it comes to a woman, it's not so much what you say, but how you say it and how your body language is coming off to her and how she's reading it. Okay, number 8, reading love. Check out my article. It's a lot more in depth, but basically tells you how to get a woman to fall in love with you, or to at least, you know, think she's fallen in love with you. That's about it. I won't go into it since I want to keep this video short, but read my article to, you know, if you want to learn more. Okay, number 9, the biggest mistakes you make. Self-explanatory, kind of outlines the things guys do that ruins our chances with women, and a lot of them aren't common sense. It's stuff that, you know, once you kind of learn it, your eyes are opened. I won't go into it too much. It's, you know, like I said, Josh will murder me and cut off my head, but some good stuff. And finally, number 10, the conclusion. Basically, you know, it's not so much like the opening intro, but it is a pep talk, and Josh points out that, you know, you can read his book 20 times, but if you don't practice, you know, the things he teaches you, you're not going to get, you know, better with women and, you know, do what you want to do with women. So it's kind of just outlines everything a little bit, and it puts you in a better place. And check out my article. I would advise you do that. And there's actually a video on there too that you'll find pretty useful at the bottom of that article. And pretty much I come from like the David D'Angelo school of seduction. You know, he's kind of like the grandfather of it all. I think most dating programs suck. They're not any good. I can only recommend a few that I've actually enjoyed, and you know, a lot of it seems to be fluff and kind of nagging and stuff like that that I don't like. But Tao of Badass, definitely check it out. I know it's guaranteed for, I don't know if it's a 30 or 60 day guarantee. I have that in my article, I think. But you know, there's no risk. If you don't like it, you can always get your money back. But Josh is just one of those guys. I mean, I think he studied psychology in college, and it aided him in his seduction conquest, and I think he's in a committed relationship right now. Also, what's really cool is a lot of guys I know that have done this program like the fact that it teaches you how to make a woman that's a friend look at you as more than just a friend. Josh has the power to teach you how to take, you know, a female friend, and you can have a relationship with her if you want, or if you just want sex, as blunt as that sounds, you can make her, you know, just somebody that you have sex with. Your choice. The program as a whole teaches you how to be a confident man. You know, women see you as someone who's comfortable with your sexuality and, like I said, confident. And also, in closing, I've got a PDF book, outlines a little bit of dating, but mostly online dating, how to master Tinder, you know, OkCupid, Match.com, even Plenty of Fish. Just some things I've adopted over the years, and I'm sharing them with you. Just some tricks, some tips, how to get the most out of it, and how to get the kind of woman you're attracted to. So that's free. Just I'll have the link below. Click on it, download it for free. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, if you have any opinions, just hit me up via email. I'd love it if you'd like this video, and like I said, just comment freely. Also, if you have any questions about women, whatever, I want to be able to answer those, and I will answer those with video. I'm not really a fan of just like newsletters that have, you know, text. I wanted to try something new and different. Ask me a question, and especially I'll give you, you know, kind of preferential treatment to answer your question if you ask it via a video on YouTube, and I can incorporate that into my answer. You know, I'll have you asking the question on video, and I'll answer it. So whatever you have a question with, and I hope you take me up on that offer, because I'm here to help guys and point you in the right direction of programs and advice. So I wish you the best, and If you have any questions, comments, hit me up. Hope this is helpful, and like I said, go for the Tao of Badass. I recommend it, and keep it positive, guys, and do your best and get better and learn, and you'll attract women. Oh yeah, just one more thing. Actually, 3 quick things. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, Guy Code Academy, and you can watch my latest videos right when they come out. Second, please sign up for my newsletter, Academy.com/subscribe. I got the link below. When you do that, you can read my latest articles on health, dating, seduction, and self-betterment for guys. Also, I'll be running some contests, and you can win some cool prizes. Really cool prizes, so check that out. Sign up. And third and finally, please like us on Facebook. I got our Facebook link below. And please do those 3 things, guys, and take care.
Great!